Good afternoon, everyone. How are we doing? Let me know if my mic is too quiet. Gotta pay attention to the chat here too. Okay. Let me see if I can turn myself up. I think I have myself on max, so. Yeah, I'm on the max right now. Okay, thank you. Okay, welcome. It's been a very, very long wait for this game. How long has it been since development started? Maybe like 6, 7 months, 8 months. Yeah, we're just gonna be doing some questions here, and if you're in the stage, it's just gonna be just questions probably, unless you're watching the stream. But on stream, I'm gonna be going to all of the ports in game and just showcasing everything, answering any questions that you may have. Okay, stream's good. Okay. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Super simple. All right, well, we'll get started here in a second. Oh, or is he talking? No, he's not. Okay. Are they talking? I can't hear them. Okay, well, not to waste any time and bore you guys, I'm just gonna get started here. Okay, so this game will be releasing tomorrow at, I believe, 6 p.m. Eastern, maybe 7. Let me check this. I have no clue. I think it is 6 p.m. Eastern. Golden, how can we use the announcement in game? I don't think any public ships have announcements. It's just it's very simple, to say the least. Yeah, I think it is 7 p.m. Eastern. And Oasis class is planned currently. Let me go to the stage now. People on YouTube cannot see the stage. Live is in announcements. Yeah, people on the stage can just hear. But yeah, bear with me, guys. I'm like the only one talking right now, as far as I know. Unless my headset's not working correctly. You are? Oh, sorry. I can't hear anyone. Hold on, maybe. Hold on, let me leave for a second.
It's gone.
Oh, here we
go.
go.
It's Disney Wish Public coming soon. Just kidding, just kidding.
Oh,
No, we are never adding the Disney Wish.
okay, now I can
causing
hear
a
you guys.
riot.
Sorry.
You can hear us now?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, could you guys handle the stage for me? Just to ease that load. I'll pay attention to the YouTube chat.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Alright, guys. Royal class planned. I don't know. If it's not in the Trello, no. But probably. Disney Wish gonna get the new horns. The CLS2 one is never gonna get an update. CSS1 already has them. Is Dream Class gonna be public if it's added? Yeah, it would be if we do add it. Magic costs 291,000 game cash. Excel class planned, yeah, but we're gonna do the European version. MSC ship planned, no, but we're probably gonna do one for sure. Because, like, it's in Europe. It's in the Mediterranean, actually. More reason to do it.
For Cruise Line DCL, to answer your question, Dream Class is not planned currently, but if it does end up on the Trello, then it will be public, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're gonna do Titanic. Olympic and Britannic skin, maybe, probably. The new game is more realistic. The ships are 1/3 the scale, so we're able to do more detail. And the ports are in Europe. Coaster P&O XL. Yeah, that's the Iona. Or it might be the RNO one. I think, I'm not sure.
Reaper, to answer your question, water effects, as far as I know, are not possible. So wakes with waves just has not been done in Roblox. Unless someone changes that, it'll just be like this.
You cannot use arrows to move this ship. You can use the right and left ones to turn.
Oh, Bryce, do you have the cost for ships pulled up?
Wait, what'd you say?
Do you have the cost for ships pulled up right now? Because someone's asking how much Vista class is.
Sure, hold on. I thought I posted it in announcements. Yeah, I did. Alright. Vista class, 465,500. So, honestly, if I were you, I would buy the $500,000.
What time does it go live in the UK?
Midnight.
Yeah, midnight.
Yeah.
Austin, you're gonna have to answer for me because it's too noisy for me to talk.
Will we start off with a certain amount of money, or do we have to grind? Yes, you will start out with a certain amount of money. I forgot how much exactly it is, but you will have to grind for ships.
You start off with 30,000, and then Austin, answer the stage chat questions.
Okay.
No, carnival ships will not be dirtier than us.
Teo, yes, ships will be
The
drivable
XL class is going to be the the Costa livery.
Taiwan, I do not think we will have console support at first, but it is definitely something that we will consider and work towards in the future.
Yeah, you can buy cash. And then as Ducky said, yeah, we'll do console support later. It's probably going to be after the tutorial, because I'm doing autopilot, then the tutorial, and then console.
How often do you believe we will update the game? Will it be consistent? We haven't really talked about an update schedule yet, but as far as I can say, I would say just expect one, I would say big update, one major, somewhat major update a month, like how we did in CLS2.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I think it'll be variable too, because like it depends. You know, Austin should be making a ship a month, so we should see a new ship every month. I'd imagine ports maybe, but like say we want to do Alaska or something, that's all one port base. So like we can't really add ports. It's just gonna be everything at once, so you won't see a new port for a while. But like, you know, hopefully we'll see new ports, new ships. As for coding features, it'll be variable because it'll be based on my availability at A&M.
I have a question.
Okay. Bro, who let some random person speak? Bro, that's crazy.
I got
Yeah,
kicked.
see.
I was gonna ask. I was
Yes,
going
what's
to
the question?
ask. Is the game actually releasing tomorrow? Because I heard you guys. It's probably not.
Yes, it is releasing tomorrow. Now, if you live in Europe, yeah, maybe not, but yes, releasing tomorrow, 12:24 US, 12:25 Europe.
What about Eastern?
Eastern, you
Uh-huh.
can look in announcements. It's on announcements.
Okay.
Okay. Can you tell us the prices of how much cash will be? Let's see. So 25,000 is going to be 80, just about 80. 50,000 is going to be 140. 100,000 is going to be 200. 250,000 will be 500. And 500,000, the last one will be 800.
No, there won't be crew in this one because there's. Okay, me and Albert are working on something. We're not gonna have crew, but we may parentheses have passengers. Maybe parentheses. Later on. They would be walking on a preset track. We would use the system that I made for the Bolt in CLS2 as a way to have them walk on a projected path, and then we could make multiple paths on each ship. That way they can walk around. So like maybe the lifeboat deck, probably like probably the upper decks as well. So yeah. Yeah, you would see them only if you were on that ship because they're gonna be client based. Change camera modes. Yeah, we're gonna have cameras. Letting you walk around like a tiny character, maybe, but you wouldn't see the character. I mean, I could probably make it so you could move like a camera that moves on the ship, and it moves with the ship, but like not walking. Sinking. Yeah, there'll be sinking. Not gonna promise it's gonna look really good, but we're gonna do sinking damage and collisions.
Oh, yeah.
And collisions you can turn on and off in settings.
That'll answer your question, Chris. How do you determine ship prices? I believe we do the gross tonnage times a certain amount. I think it's either 2 or 3.
I think it's like 3.5 because they told me to raise it.
Yeah. Will early game be as long as CLS, or will you have the starter ship for a bit? I'm pretty sure the progression in this game is a lot better in terms of how long you'll spend on each ship.
Okay, progression is interesting. We had a guy who did 9 hours, and I think couldn't even get to Statendam, so I told Austin that we need to make our class. Now what I did do is I did bump up the earning capabilities of the Allegra and Empress, so that way it shouldn't take as long, hopefully. But I did bump those up drastic, just for now, temporary, until we get some fillers.
Is there actually going to be natural disasters like tsunamis and water spouts? I am not sure about natural disasters, but that'd be more of an Albert question, as he is the one working on weather. But yeah, we'll see.
At some point, Wave Guy, and we want to get it synced so you can have weather with waves, but that's a little ways off, I'm not gonna lie. You might see that in like a year or 6 months or something. Most expensive ship is Vista or Breakaway, one or the other. You can check the announcements. There's a spreadsheet of all the ship costs. Once we add Oasis, it'll be Oasis. And then maybe we're going to add another big ship that Austin loves. That someone is building. That isn't
What, the
Austin or
Disney
XY.
Adventure?
You fool. Yeah, we might add the adventure. We have a guy building that. But we'll see. It'll be a game pass if we do. And we'll put wish horns on it for you guys. And treasure horns. So you can spam them. No, we're not adding Freedom Ship. Disney Adventure would be the closest thing to Freedom Ship. Syncing could be slower. Yeah, sure, maybe. Will there be a P&O version of Excel, Austin?
There could be. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it because I haven't really looked into what the differences are. But if there's not that many, and if it's just like style art and a couple changes, I could add it.
Right. Is Disney Adventure coming? Maybe. It depends if us TBS developers are not going to build it. We have another guy who's building it. If he finishes it, sure. If he doesn't, no. Will there be a Carpathia with Titanic? Probably not. I don't think we're doing Carpathia just because DSS has it, so it's like we don't want to really do the same ships as they do. So we'll do Titanic, and then I think we'll do Astoria, and we might do some Cunard ones too, hopefully, because we need that. And we'll have a ferry pack as well.
That'll
But yeah.
somewhat answer your question, Teo. The cruiser tank. Are you guys planning to add NPCs to the cruise ships? Bryce answered that question earlier. I believe it was
Yeah.
I believe it. Okay, it's a yes. Okay, that'll answer your question.
It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
No,
So
it
if
should
there's
be
any
close
alpha
ships earlier.
rewards, there's you get the Empress class as a reward for being an alpha player.
Right.
And
No, ocean liners are a game pass, so if you want to use it, you need to buy the game pass. So that's why it doesn't impact the game's mission.
And yeah, the perks for getting the game early for 80 Robux will be the alpha ship that Austin just said.
Guys, we're doing Cunard, confirmed by XY. Ocean liners, I think XY, February, XY, is that when we'll see the next ocean liner? Early February, hopefully. Because he's going to be away for working for all of January. So probably February, early mid-February. Yeah. So, sorry guys, it'll be dry for a bit, but we did make it cheaper for as a result of that. But I think we'll bump it up to 800 and add like 2 or 3 more ships to finish it off. Titanic, Cunard, and something else. Any more Royal Caribbean ships? That's an Austin question.
In the future, you'd probably see like Quantum and Freedom, but not for a while.
That'll answer your question, Electric Gamer. And will the Freedom OG be the one without the upper deck added? That is correct. Oh no, this thing slows down way too slow.
We can't tell you how much time it'll take. I mean, it's kind of you're just gonna because it depends what ship, what ports, how far. I will say you do earn more the further you sail and the more ports you visit. So yes, there are smaller boats and yachts, yes, but currently there's only a yacht for boosters. UK ports probably not for a long, long time because we're gonna do Europe, then we're gonna go do America, and then we're gonna go do. Yeah. Nick, do you want to do Easter eggs around the map? Like the wreck of Titanic?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, CSS. Yeah, we're not here's what I'll tell you. We might do the Caribbean later, but the region we're doing is not the Caribbean. It's a little cold in that area we're doing. That's all I'll say. So that gives you two possibilities.
When
Right,
do you
I
expect to
gotta
see
go.
ferries and oh, yeah, okay. See, yeah. When do you expect to see ferries and cargo ships? I cannot give you a specific time frame for that, but just know that I'm not really sure about cargo ships, but ferries, they will be on the way eventually.
Would we see more carnival ships? I will say there's currently only 2 in game, and one of them is the Alpha Reward. So there will definitely be another carnival ship in the future.
Are you guys going to add Nassau and Cuba? Eventually, we will expand to those regions, but right now we're just getting a very bare bones representation of the world. Is Celebrity Solstice class currently being worked on? No, it is not. We currently have another ship that's in development. I'm not sure if it's marked as work in progress on the Trello, but it will be revealed here very soon. How much will private servers cost? I am not sure anything about private servers currently. It'll probably be announced in the Discord server as time goes on.
Will MSC ever be in the game? Yeah, I do want to add the MSC Maravilia class, so that'll be in the game probably fairly soon.
Will Queen Anne be added? We currently do not have that planned, but if the game lasts long enough, I'm sure it will make an appearance someday.
Austin, are you gonna build a modern Cunard ship?
I'd imagine XY would, like as part of the Ocean Liner pack.
No, like the Queen Anne, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Mary too. XY can't build that. You'd have to.
I think actually, isn't the Queen Anne the same as the Holland America? I don't remember what class it was, but it was one of the ones on the Trello. If so, I could make a.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Any plans for dry docking? I believe we do have that planned. I'm not sure about when though. Would you guys do roleplay servers on the Discord? I'm not so sure about that actually. We haven't really done such a thing in the past. But if we do happen to hire someone who would like to do something like that with the community, then I don't see why not. Are the horns like CLS or shipping lanes? The horns are like CLS. So you hold down the horn for as long as you want. Just be careful because you can get horn banned. That has not changed. Could a Concordia class or even Spirit class be added? Eventually, yes, I'm sure. We will get to that, but I can't tell you when.
If you add American ports, will you make them extra far since across the Atlantic? So the way it's gonna work is with other regions, you basically sail in the direction of that region, and then it'll teleport you closer. So it'll be in like a different server basically for each region.
Saber, could you elaborate what you mean by VTS? Oh, a radio. Okay. I cannot really answer that. That'd be a fun little side feature, I would say, yeah. But yeah, I can't really say if it would happen. Do you guys plan on adding Virgin Voyages? We are not currently planning that yet because one of the last ships, or one of the last few ships from CLS2 was Virgin Atlantic. No, Virgin Voyages, not Atlantic. But as time goes on, maybe the motivation will come back to build that ship again. Will Dawn class be added or no more Norwegian ships? I'm sure we will be making more ships, but right now we will just be focusing on what's on the Trello, and then we will go through a cycle to add more on there. And same thing for Cooper. Radiance class, I'm sure will make an appearance someday, but right now, just in the current cycle, it is not. Is it possible that there will be some interior on ships or future ships? Probably not, because the ships are scaled down. It would just be unnecessary performance loss.
The only type of interior you'd see is like pool decks and boardwalk on Oasis and like Central Park.
Right. If the USS United States home port is New York, why no New York? It's just for realism. We have a couple ships in game that use Bermuda as a home port, but Bermuda is not on the Trello, so. Will we add muster horns? Probably not. And what about horns? Like musical horns. Musical horns are in game. You can use them using your numbers on your keyboards, like 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. On mobile, there will be a little UI on the side of your screen which will allow you to access those, since mobile does not have a keyboard. And do we plan on adding Regal class in the future, or Royal class in the future? Right now we do not have that planned, but I'm sure one day it will make an appearance. What's your least favorite class in the game? Probably the Belgettis class. Visually, it's just not for me. Hello, Cruiser. No, XY will not be adding sister ship class again. I'm good on that. Which ship used the most parts? In game right now it is Triton class because it's the CLS2 version just updated. But I'm not really sure about in terms of public ships. Are you guys gonna add any military ships like you did in the last game? We might. I'm sure one day we will make some military ships. Not sure which ones, but or if it'll be public, probably not, but we'll see. What do you think about adding a Croatian port such as Split or Croatia? One day I'm sure they'll make an appearance. Probably not soon though. Will the Triton class be public sometime? No, it will not. Bay of Biscay is not planned currently. Do you think that inland ports will ever be added in the future? Could you provide an example for that? How fast will the wooden ship go? Not sure, I haven't used it in game. And the fastest ship, I believe, is the United States. It's like 56 knots or something like that. Will the 3rd gen Oasis class ships be added? I would imagine no, because they are just way too different from the other 2 generations. So, I mean, you saw with the 3rd gen and CLS2, it's not very good as compared to its real life counterpart. So, it would be more worth to recreate the ship from scratch specifically for that livery. And Oasis, Icon is not planned at the moment. Can we see the shop menu? Yes, in a little bit. Would you create international ports such as Sydney? Yes, in another region. I'm sure it will happen. Will there be any clickable buttons on the ship? No, there will not. Like Manchester has a ship canal going from Liverpool up to the port. Yes, I'm sure that'll happen at some point. I don't see why not. Bryce, you have background.
Putting a marker on the map. We're gonna do that with, if you buy the autopilot game pass that I'm working on, that's a planned feature for it later, where it'll like tell you what time that you're gonna get to the end. But if you don't have it, no, you're not gonna get that, sorry. Yeah, openable pool roof. Yeah, we can do stuff like that. I mean, it just depends if Austin models things. If he models that stuff, we totally can. Like, I'm gonna make the Wonder, the big antenna on the rear fold down. And then there's one other ship we needed to do something. Oh, Oasis, you're gonna be able to click the funnels to lower them as well, so that'll be cool. Yeah, WASD is how you have to drive in this game. Is there animated propellers? Yes. And the radars too.
Can we hear the horn on boat 2? Yes, you can.
I'm a chill guy. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sitting in a little Caesars waiting for pizzas, so figured I'd pop on and answer some questions. Yeah, so if you hear the background noise, I'm sorry. Where's your pizza? Yeah, we're gonna add a pizza update to CLS or CSS.
Pizza update. Interesting.
No, you can't walk around the ship. Sorry. Yeah, there'll be a CSS too. Just kidding. No,
What?
hopefully this is it for the CLS and CSS franchise. But maybe we'll do a CLS. Right? Yeah.
Will there be
free
options
stuff.
to tweak graphics in game, such as sun rays, shadows, etc.? There will not, unless Bryce decides to do that in the future. But as
Walked in
far
and
as
they
I
were
know,
just
no.
freshly making these pizzas for me. But now I gotta drive in like bottleneck traffic. It's horrible. But yeah, whatever. Will Bryce give us his pizza? Yeah, I'm actually gonna drive around the entire world right now to give you guys pizza. Let the car drive itself, dude. It's a Dodge. It's my grandpa's Dodge Caravan. I hope I didn't just lose the key. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Yeah, I might release CSS early. Depends. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't think I can get autopilot stuff done in time, which is unfortunate. So if I can't, then I'm just gonna release it early, honestly. But I would like to sneak in the Disney Wonder folding antenna radar thing first, and then I will do that. But I might release it in the morning at like 8 a.m. or something before I leave St. Louis. So we'll see. Don't hold my word to that. But we might. I don't know. It just depends if I think I have time to finish autopilot. But otherwise, I'm gonna do it Christmas Day or the 26th because I want to give you guys game passes so that way I can get money and pay for college. If I can pay for college without having a job, that would suck. I don't want a job. I just want to be able to work on CSS. So I'm hoping it makes enough revenue so I can do that.
What time will the game launch be tomorrow? What time zone are you in, Cruiser?
You release the game, then you work on game passes. Well, yes, but the game is ready to be released. It just needs autopilot game pass and tutorial, but tutorial is going to be a minute because that's autopilot at this point is going to be quicker for me. Oh, 4 lanes of traffic. This is horrible. Yes, Robux can be made into money. I'm telling you this, none of us work for free. Everyone here gets paid a sizable amount because we need money to live. Otherwise, we can't justify spending all this time working on the game. That's the brutal truth of it. Why don't I post more on YT? Because I enjoy development much more. Like, I enjoy making things for you guys. Coding. Dude, I hate 4 lanes of traffic. This is actually bad. Alright, I'm gonna do some... No? Never mind. Bro. Taking a left with no stoplight, and then everyone's in the fucking turn lane, too.
Okay,
there we
chill.
Alright, I got it. Yeehaw. Oh, that pizza smells horrible. It smells like something died. Is anyone watching the Fort Lauderdale cam? No. Racing would be interesting. Will Bryce get in a brutal car crash? Well, let's hope not, because then that's the end of CSS. Oh, really? A boat caught fire? Yeah, I think we might add that. Disney Magic Funnel Fire update. Carnival Freedom Funnel Fire update. No, just kidding. That'd be funny. So. What if we made the funnel on a hinge? So, like, it could just, like, fall over on its side, like 90 degrees, just tilt over. That'd be funny. It just like falls under the deck. It's gone. You can pay to remove the Disney Magic front funnel. Yeah, I'm driving, so I'm not looking at the chat here. Do you know if the game will run good on Samsung? I do not. I have an iPhone. I mean, it runs fine on my iPhone. Yeah, so I would assume, like, if you've got something, like, more than, that's not, like, 20 years old, then yeah, it's fine. If you've got something that's, like, from 2010, probably not going to work, but maybe, I don't know, depends.
I don't think Roblox is supported on those anymore.
I think the game uses about 1 GB of RAM, from what we tested, or maybe less. Me and Josh were testing. CSS runs horrible on my iPhone 6s. Oh, CLS. CSS runs much better than CLS2. I can't even play it on my phone, CLS2.
Favorite NBA team? I do not watch sports.
Yeah, guys, what if I actually end up releasing the game at like 12:02 a.m. today? You guys would be mad, but that'd be funny. No, I'm not. I think I might release it early in the morning. I don't know. Because I don't think... I don't really... I'd rather just get it done because I'm going to be busy all day. But what I'm worried about is your guys' bug fixes. I won't be able to fix anything for hours. That's why I didn't want to release it right away.
Will there be
The only
situations
reason-
regarding passenger situations such as cabin crew simulator? Probably not, no.
No. Oh, Port Operations Game Pass. Yeah, so here's how that's going to work, basically. If you're the tugboat... So, okay. Tugboats, pilot boats, and fuel barges are going to be all in the Port Operations Game Pass. I'm not sure how much it'll cost. It won't cost more than 800. Probably about 800. I think that's reasonable because you're going to have 3 different things. But if you're the fuel barge, what you're going to do... You're going to sail like an oil tanker to another port, basically. You're going to load up the fuel, and then you're going to head back to the port and refuel the designated ship, and you're going to get paid money to do that. And then tugging. So basically, if you're the cruise ship, you can click the tugboat and request a tug. And then it prompts the request to the tugboat owner, and then they can tug you. And then it's going to be like the mooring rope stuff where you like click the yellow balls, and then it makes the ropes. And then you'd be able to like either push the ship or pull it using the ropes. And then the pilot boat game pass, I think the way that would work, or the pilot boat, the Port Operations Game Pass, I think the way the pilot boat would work is I don't know, if I want to make pilots where they actually do something, like where you could actually drive the ship into port for somebody, maybe. But actually, I don't think I'm going to make pilot boats a part of that. I think we're just going to do tugboats and fuel barges for port operations. And then pilot boats, if we have them, they'll just be for role play. And we will have them, but they'll just be for role play. So yeah, those won't be a game pass then.
Yeah.
Actually. And then we might do the police boats too for role play. And again, those won't be a game pass either because you won't be able to earn money with it. So it'll just be for fun.
How many lifeboats will you be able to deploy? It is one of each type on both sides of the ship.
Yeah, so it's just one at a time, basically. Because you only you can drive the lifeboat, so it's kind of like, well, why do you need more than one, you know?
Right.
And every ship has them in-game, except Nomadic and Belgedes and the yacht. But everything else has it.
Will water salute ships be added? Probably. I don't see why not.
Water slug?
No, water salute ships. Like for maybe voyages.
Yeah. Yeah, those would be roleplay too, with
Yeah.
pilot boats. Pilot boats, police...
Are we lagged out? Maybe, unless I just can't hear him.
as well. RP servers and fleets, if you mean like grinding money together, yeah, I think I want to do that. I was going to do the company feature that Shipping Lanes had, but that they took that out because of copyright, so I'm not going to do that anymore. And we also, I was going to do custom flags, but same thing. So those are both not coming at all, ever, because I don't want to get copyright. Or, sorry, I want to minimize the chance because in the rear. I mean, honestly, if we get copyright by anybody, I'm probably just going to try and partner with them. Because I think I was looking like Disney. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you, and here's why I don't want to partner with them. If we partner with the cruise lines, we have to pay them 10 to 15% of each sale. So Robux, we'd have to give them 10 to 15%, which I'm fine with doing. But what it means for you guys is that to use any Disney ship or any Carnival ship, Robux. And there's no way for us to even get around that if we wanted to have the ship in game. because it would come down to that company needs their share, 10 to 15%, and we couldn't just give them that money because, right? Like, if you could obtain it by cash, but maybe we could make a deal where it's like we'll give you 30% of adventure sales if you let us use magic as well. So maybe stuff like that could be worked out as well.
Yeah.
But
So why did
yes,
you not
that's where that's.
launch the game this afternoon? Christmas Eve just makes much more sense, and Christmas
Yeah.
Day, no one's really gonna be on for it, so it doesn't really matter by then.
True.
Are we going to see any more
It's
Holland
time.
America cruise ships like Westerdam? Holland America cruises. I believe we have one more on the Trello that's planning to be made. It's planned to be
Shipping
made.
lanes did not get striked for the ship models. They actually got striked for the low. If we got striked, sorry, not striked. If we got striked, I think it would just be we'd have to like make all the ships generic, which is fine. We can do that. You know, like and the Disney ship, for example, we'd remove the Mickey logos and we would just put like red funnel. It would look interesting, but we could do that too. That's why we didn't do the bow art, just in case that happens. Ship collisions, yes, you'll be able to turn them on and off. But not yet, but eventually.
Will wind be added with wind effects like ship rocking? Wind itself. I mean, we have wind. Wind is built into Roblox Studio, so things that are already being
Wind does
affected
not-
by wind is like your smoke that comes out of the funnels, but that's about
Mhm.
it.
No, that Nick's right. Unless the ships move with physics and force. So if it applies a force to it, yeah, but I don't think it does. Or it doesn't apply a significant enough force to where you notice. And then we're not doing currents either.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do a ferry game pass. But again, any non-cruise ship has to be a game pass. So we'll do a ferry pack as well.
Oh no, we do want people to play the game, Cruiser. Don't get me wrong. I was just saying, there's more people who would be interested in playing the game on Christmas Eve, which is when the game's going to be released, than Christmas Day, which usually would make more sense to release then because it's such a big day. Yeah, more people are going to be on Christmas Eve, and they're going to have more time because they're not going to really be spending time with family, or maybe they will. I can't say that for each and every person, but generally, people spend time on Christmas Day more. What's about the average play time for one route? I couldn't really tell you. I haven't really timed it myself, but it doesn't feel too long as compared to CLS2. Will France be in the game? Yes, we have France in game. It is Marseille. Will Northern European ports ever be added in a different region like the UK and Norway? Yes, they will come eventually, but right now we're just getting a very basic representation of the world, and then we will go in and further detail and refine that. Are we getting private servers? Probably. I don't know about pricing though. So if you want to be friends, so if you want to be friends with you, would we be able to join early? I don't really add people like that, but if you want to talk to me, then yeah, you can join pretty early, and I'll be in there. Unless some last minute plans come up. Will there be components that you can find in crates around the map, almost like Nautica in the future? Like you're able to change the mooring rope color in some parts of your ship? As far as I know, no, that is not planned. But we do have ships that have different mooring line colors. We set that ourselves. Based off of real pictures. Thundertrons, what time zone are you in? So I can give you a better time. Oh no, I forgot this thing slows down really slow. Will it be released early in the morning on Christmas Eve? I'm not sure. It's really ultimately up to Bryce. What kind of time he has. Will British people like you be executed for using the United States class ship? Yes, you will. Immediately. What time is it releasing for Central Time, USA? I believe it is 6 p.m. Austin, I'll check it out after the stream. I've got my studio on screen 1, so they'd see it if I brought it up right now. EST, that'll be 7 p.m. for you then, Thundertrons. Will spawning in multiple ships utilizing autopilot ever be a feature in the future? I believe that was mentioned by Bryce in the past, but I think that spawning multiple ships might just be a experimental feature for developers. Do we get something for playing Alpha? Yes, you will get the Allegra. No. You get the Empress class. So in a couple minutes? No, it'll be tomorrow. Is Barcelona the only starting port? No, you can spawn at any port in game, actually. You are not restricted by if it's a start port or not. Check Discord now. Will we be able to upgrade the ships with more fuel capacity, etc.? If we do dry docks, I'm sure that will return, as previously seen in CLS2. Are we getting... yeah, probably yeah. I don't see why not. Do you think in the future we will have bigger servers than 30 max players playing right now? Probably not. 30 is a pretty large number for such a ship game. So, expect 30 to be the max. Can y'all make it so you can disable visibility of other ships so you don't have to see 50 starter ships? I can't really answer that. It's more of a Bryce question. If I live in the UK, when will it release? Scripted said at midnight. And he lives out there, so. Oh, midnight on Christmas Day. So. If y'all ever add a US region, do you think Baltimore would be added, or is it too long, or is the Bay too long to make? I don't think the Bay is too long to make. It'll just be a little bit difficult to model. But I'm sure if we make it, or when we make it out there, we will find a way. Can I make friends with you? Discord, sure, but just don't spam me. And same for you, Alaska. Any plans for luxury ships like Regent Seven Seas? Probably yeah. Just not in the very near future. If the port is, let's say, full of ships, will we be able to drop anchor in front of the port to get cash? Probably not. Will Skibbity Toilet ship be added? Yes, actually, Fortnite is helping us add Skibbity Toilet to the game, so you'll be seeing that very soon. Do some ships cost Robux? Yes, but it'll be more in packs than specific ships. So, ocean liners are going to be a pack of their own. Ferries would be a pack of their own. Just ships that don't impact mainline progression would be in a pack. Will ship failures be a thing like a generator breaking? Probably. As an example, yeah. Since we have mooring lines, are there functioning anchors for days at sea? We actually do not have functioning anchors. I'm surprised that hasn't even been brought up. Will random fires be added? Well, in general, we don't really have failures right now, or failures planned, but if we do add failures, that will be a thing. What time should I wake up for the release? I wouldn't stress over that. I'm not going to give you a time to waste your time. So just get enough sleep, and if it releases for later in the day, then that works out in your favor because you slept extra hours. One moment. My apologies, I'm back now. Can failures be disabled? We don't have failures, but if we add them, then yes, they will be disabled by default. Let's see. Do you think you will release a game out of Roblox? Probably not. Roblox is very... I wouldn't say it's very easy, because I'm sure the other ones are pretty easy too, but it's easier to stick to what you know natively. It's the same reason as to why I haven't moved to Blender yet. It's very difficult to understand when you're native to Roblox Studio. Will we see any limited ships like a New Year's ship or April Fool's ship? Maybe. I can't really precisely answer that at this time. Yes, we have Stittendam class planned right now. Would Norfolk be added as well? Yes, if we add Baltimore, then Norfolk will be added as well. Though I'm not really sure if that would be a part of like a New England region or anywhere else. Maybe it would, because I think they do more cruises out up north from there. Cruiser, you should not stay up the whole night waiting for CSS. Please get sleep. Will there be a low detail mode? We have a setting to turn off animated water. That'll help with performance. But that's about it. Will we have a special refueling process for LNG ships like XL? Special refueling process. I can see a different model for the refueling tug or whatever, but that's about it that I could say right now. I've been up since the 21st waiting. Should I sleep? Yes, go get sleep right now.
Creeper said, will itinerary and position saving also be a feature? That's already a feature. If you leave the game, and your position will be saved if you rejoin it. Not necessarily with your position though, or your itinerary, sorry.
So now can we see the ship store like you promised? Yeah, we can do that right now. It's a scrolling thing. Yeah, this is all ships. Will there be water in the game? No, you actually float on clouds. But yeah. Will there be ships? No, we are planning to add trucks like Freightliner, you know, MAN, Scania. These opening suggestions will be open soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but it'll be eventually. Is the visit class Robux or game money? It is in-game cash. Will there be Teslas? No, Teslas will not be added. Do alpha testers get access to the game, or would they also have to pay? So alpha testers are actually people who buy the game after release within the alpha stage. Test dummies or / testers at our development group, I believe they do pay, but thankfully it's not a hefty amount of money to spend. Our gangway is going to be added. If you mean the ones that are down on deck 1 of the ship, probably not. But as for ones that move, I believe we've had that plan for a while. Just can't tell you when. Will the game be free after alpha testers? Yes, it'll be free after alpha, probably. Or maybe after beta. Will AI ships be added like water taxis? Maybe. Not sure. Probably not though, because to use buoyancy already, it can take away from performance, and you might as well just keep that all for player ships. How long will alpha last? Can't really tell you. We'll get there when we get there. It'll basically just be when the game is to a point where we can move to beta, or we believe it's ready to be moved to beta. Will Batman be in the game? No. No DC, only Marvel.
Thundertron, no, the game's not released yet. It's gonna be released in exactly 24 hours.
Yes, Chris. You will be able to teleport to Marvel Rivals through a sponsorship with Epic Games. Pepsi or Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Will the Gettysburg be in game? We do not have that plan currently, but it's a pretty famous ship. It might in the far future. Is the Fortnite Island going to be added? Which one? Will icebergs be added? Not in this region, but say Alaska, probably yeah. Season 1 OG and you get an OG skin. Yes, it will be added. Is Icon going to be added? We do not have Icon planned, and it probably won't be coming for a very long time if we do add it. Just because we pretty recently made the ship, and there's no motivation in the pot to make it or remake it. Same thing for Dream Class. We made it like a year ago. No, it was like, yeah, it was like a year ago. And it's already pretty much perfect quality. The only thing that can be done to it is optimization. And so, because of that, there's no motivation in the pot to remake it to be even better. Will you be able to customize your ship like a game pass, like Teddy Sailor's World? Right now, that's not planned, but maybe in the far future. Yes, we will be adding sea to air to all ships in game. Will you be able to join if we pay Robux? When the game releases, you can buy alpha. But nothing early. So will other Disney ships be added for the public? Can't really say yes or no right now. I mean, it was mentioned earlier that Adventure is currently being contracted by someone else, but I won't confirm that it will be coming because anything can happen.
Yeah, you can mute other players' horns.
Yeah. Will there be announcements such as a horn battle one? In general, announcements are not in game, but I believe Magic has a horn announcement that you can toggle or whatever with one of the numbers. Will Panama Canal be added? Probably yeah. Not in the near future, but when a couple regions that use it are connected, yes, it will be there and functional. Any chance of Greek ports? Probably yeah. It'll be an eastern expansion for the Mediterranean. Right now we're just doing western, but then we will go to Alaska because Bryce really wants it, and then from there on, we'll find something else. But we are planning to add more ports to the Mediterranean, so just look forward to that. We also make a special ship for alpha testers when the game goes free. We already have one made. Will there be an announcement menu? There will not. It is toggleable with a with one of the numbers on select ships. Alaska and Mediterranean would not connect, unfortunately. It would not be realistic. That's the one thing. That's the one gripe I have about it, but Bryce really wants Alaska, so we'll make it. What are the lines besides American and White Star for ocean liners? I'm not sure yet. Ocean liners are really a one-man crew by XY currently, so it's just whatever he's motivated to make at the moment.
When the game releases, when can we see the first actual update? So if you mean like a content update, it'll probably be within like less than a month because there will be a new ship coming out. But when the game comes out, there's probably going to be multiple updates for like bug fixes.
Will NASA be added? Not for the near future. Eventually, the Bahamian region will make a return, a grand return, but there's no motivation in the pot to make it.
Ship wakes is kind of a bit impossible with the current wave system we have in game. So no, ship wakes won't be coming.
Would Alaska be close or far away? Very far away. You'll be teleported there. Will there be the Canary Islands? Yes, actually. I plan to make them because that's a pretty big detail to just leave out. So, eventually I will make it. It'll be probably in a different region from the Mediterranean. So once you leave Gibraltar, it'll teleport you out there. It's like going north feature and shipping lanes, correct. Costa Rica, will it be added? Maybe. If it's pretty big with cruises, then yeah, I don't see why not.
Is there a certain reason why the islands were all in a line instead of scattered like CLS? The islands are just placed kind of where they are in real life, so it just kind of worked out that they were in a line.
Will the islands be in relatively accurate positions besides distance? Yes. Will cruise line private islands be added? Once we get to a region that has private islands, yes, they will make a return in their respective positions. But not in the Mediterranean because there are no private islands in the Mediterranean. Are you guys not afraid of copyright strikes? Because if you guys get the same fate as shipping lanes. I mean, copyright is a very big thing that we must be careful of. So, like, for example, slogans are definitely a no-go. We're not adding slogans to our ship. So, if you know, there is the Choose Fun sticker on the back of ships like Vista class, but we did not add that because that's just asking to be taken down. But as I believe, as long as we represent the cruise lines well in game and give them good publicity, then they will be okay with it. and that has proven right in the years that we have been doing this.
Will you always spawn in the med, or will you be able to spawn in Alaska? So I think in CSS you're going to be able to spawn at like any region and any port, like regardless if it's a start port.
Have you ever been contracted by any cruise line in the past? We have not. Freedom class coming? Yes, it is on the way. Will there be icebergs in Alaska? Yes, there will. Will there be something special tomorrow for CSS release of the ships that people play on release? Probably not. Bryce would have to code something, and he's got his hands tied with autopilot currently, so. Will there be sail away party and fireworks show for Disney ships? Probably not. We don't have anything on Magic class, so I would assume no. Check YouTube.
Pinnacle class will be added in a later update.
Yes, I think it's on the Trello.
Yeah.
Will Long Beach be added? Yes, it will be added in its respective region when we get to it.
Yeah, so in the distant future, what is the probability of adding stormy weather to CSS so it can prevent it from getting boring? I think Bryce and Albert were working on a weather system. It won't be added upon release, but most likely in a future content update, yeah, weather's going to be added.
Are there going to be any rewards for being an alpha tester by chance? Yes, you will get the Impress class. What do you like about this game? It's just a lot better, in my opinion, than CLS2. CLS2 was fun at first, but it got boring pretty fast, doing the same routes over and over again in the Bahamian region. And overall, it runs way better and is less buggy. Because it's simple. Would the autopilot be fixed in CLS? No. CLS is like one of the worst. I mean, autopilot's one of the worst features in CLS, and we already don't want to go back and work on the game. Sphere class coming. It is planned. When you teleport to another region, will the ship be at the same speed that you were at another server? Probably not. I would imagine you would just be stopped and you have to start again, like in shipping lanes, as an example. Will the yacht make a return for CSS? The same model, no, but we do have a yacht in game for boosters. Since Enchantment of the Seas was extended from the other Vision class ships, will an extended version of Vision be for Enchantment? Probably not, no. Austin has not wanted to do that in the past. Unless he wants to do it in the future. But as of now, the answer is no. Will the Margaritaville ships make a return? Probably not. Unless we make Spirit class and it's a part of a livery. Is the Freedom class being revamped or the same one from CLS Classic? Oh, I'd hope it is the run from CLS Classic. No, we are remaking it from scratch. What game passes would you recommend? I would honestly recommend all of them, but my favorite would be the Elite Captain Game Pass. Will different camera views be implemented, such as bridge views for those who like realism? I haven't heard anything about that actually. So as of now, I would say no, but I'm sure it's possible in the future that it could make a return. How many people do you think will join tomorrow? Well, if you remember CLS2, it was like 140 on launch day, but that was with like 2 or 3,000 people in the group. But now we have like 10,000 or 11,000. So I'm expecting that number to double.
What does Elite Captain offer? So Elite Captain is on sale for 399 Robux. It gives you 15% faster ship speed, 30% less fuel consumption, 30% less supply consumption, rainbow ship nameplates, golden player name on the map and ship tags, captain icon on ship labels, and obviously the Elite Captain golden chat tag to show off your eliteness.
What's the server size? 30 players. And for the one who asked about the yacht, where's the yacht? Oh, there's a ship in front of it now. Yeah, 30. Way more than CLS2. What will be the smallest ship? I believe it is Allegra. Or no, actually it's the Normandy. And I'll spawn that when we get to Marseille. Yeah, the Nomadic. Sorry. Or something. I forgot. I get it mixed up. Yeah, so probably the Nomadic then. Yeah, my bad. Who made the photos and images for the game? Last night, Bradley helped Bradley helped take them. But I took the pictures. Will there be other regions? Yes. Will fuel and supply usually be more realistic in CSS, like having to get supplies every cruise, or like CLS2 where you can do 3 long cruises before more supplies? Yeah, you'll have to resupply pretty often. I don't think there's any ships that can do a full itinerary, like 3+ ports and then back and then resupply. So I just resupply at every port. It's pretty cheap, so. Will there be traffic limit automatic since they were sister ships? Could you provide an image for that? Will this be the final game of the series, or could we expect another in the coming years? I'm actually not sure, because Bryce is in college, I'm going to be going to college soon, and not sure how much time we'll have. I'll probably have time. I'm not sure about Bryce, though. Traffic livery. Not sure actually. Probably not though, for that livery. Will there be other whole arts for Norwegian? Probably not unless Austin wants to go in and make another livery, which he has already shown that he does not want to. Will there be port webcams? No, there will not. Should I wake up at 8 p.m. tomorrow to play the game? If you can sleep that long, by all means go for it, but I don't think that's very healthy, so I would advise against that. Will Will there be South America or are we skipping that? I'm sure we will get a little South American region. Not really sure about that yet because I haven't planned it, but yeah, sometime, maybe. Do you think in the future we'll be able to do multi-oceanic cruises? Not so sure about that yet, but maybe. What regions are planned? Right now we are doing Western, Mediterranean, and then Alaska. And then we will do some of the stuff from there. And for our Bathfinder fans or whatever it is, it's on screen right now. Wait, no, actually, I can probably just stream my screen. I can. Okay, I'll do this then. What are all the horns? Treasure. Where are all the horns on treasure in CSS? We have all of them. Every single one that has been played so far. On the P&O Grand Class, will the lounge behind the funnel be modeled at all? On the P&O, like the
Not on the
European version.
interior.
Oh yeah, not on the interior. But on the European version, it did not have it, so it is not added there. But on the Australian version, yes, it does have it, just not interior.
And I believe there's two versions of the princess one. One with the bar/lounge on the back.
Yeah. Will the Quantum Class and others be remade for Alaska? Quantum Class will get a remake if it is planned. Will there be officers visible on the bridge for ocean liners? When we do NPCs, there might be. Not so sure about that yet, but we'll see. Can we hear all of Treasure Horns? If RZ wants to, he can, but I'll leave it up to him ultimately. For the grand classes, do all the horns sound different? No, they are all the same. Can I hear the grand class horn? Go ahead, Austin. Oh, will the SS United have a variant for the Australis, which was her sister ship, but she was turned into a cruise ship in Australia? Right now it is not planned, but if XY wants to do that, he can. That doesn't look too difficult. I could probably do that. Don't worry, the stream will always be here. You can come back and watch. Are you saying you don't want to launch the game at AM and not PM? It'll be PM probably. But it's up to Bryce and what his schedule wants. Life modes in CLS are very broke. Yeah, we know. It's way better in CSS. How many carnival ships are there? Is the game going to be on console? We have 2 carnival ships in game right now. is Empress and Vista class, and the game will not be on console at launch, but support will be added later down the line. Will the XL class be for Huda or Costa? I believe it's for Costa on the roadmap, or on the Trello. The thing is with XL, all of the cruise lines have it so different, so it's a little difficult to do all of them, or, yeah, you know. If Long Beach does get added, will the Queen Mary be there? Yes, it will. And will there be a sailing variant? I would, if the ship's modeled, then I don't see why not, unless it's not a good model. Will the P&O Grand classes have different models, but the Azure has a different outdoor pool, or has an outdoor pool, midship Ventura has an indoor one? Probably not. I think we just did based on cruise line only, and not the specific ships under that cruise line. At port, will there be seagulls? We don't have seagulls modeled, but we do have the sound, which returned from CLS Classic. If you add the Titanic, will the sinking be like the modern movie theory, or the normal sinking like the other ships? I'm not so sure about that actually. Yeah. We'll get there when we get there. You'll see it if it happens. Is the Freedom class gonna have the water slides? We're doing the OG variant, and I believe it did not have water slides, so no. Since Celebrity Solstice is planned, we'll have the white or blue paint job. It would have both. And can we see Grand Class with the lounge? When we get to Marseille, Austin might. It's up to him. Otherwise, I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll just switch over now, and then you can like ask me.
All right. Could there be fictional ships passed with the Poseidon and ships as such as? And down the line, yeah, probably. Because I'm sure XY will want to make something like that, but we'll see. Why do you not want the treasure launched to the public? It's very unoptimized, and it's just not. It's just a CLS2 ship. I don't want CLS2 ships to be public. In CSS.
I'm gonna go, Nick. This is all you.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
Well, for fictional ships, he was more so referring to movie ships and like ones that aren't in real life. So like pose it in. Titanic 2 would probably be in that, if I had to guess. Will there be land in the game? No, there will not. What's your favorite port in game? Probably Gibraltar. And there's Grand Class with the shopping cart. Will there be underground rocks near ports? I did not do any underground surfaces, but if we decide to in the future, it would happen alongside like different elevations with the sand, All the ships that will be public tomorrow during the release are listed on the Trello, which is pinned in changelog for CSS. Are there going to be ships in the game? No, just rockets. What will be the cheapest ship in game?
Allegra.
Yeah, Allegra. I was thinking about it too hard. I was thinking about like if you were to boost a server, then you would get the booster ship in game for no Robux and no cash, but you're still spending money at that point, so. Will there be a bow splash effect? We don't have that planned right now, but if Bryce wants to code something like that in the future, then it would happen. But it looks like he does not want that to happen, so. So Bryce launched the game at either AM or PM. We're currently planned for 6 PM Central, but it really depends on what he prefers to do tomorrow, like his schedule, because he did say he's not gonna have a lot of time tomorrow. What rockets will be in the game? It'll be Falcon 9. That's gonna be your starter.
Alright, Nick, I'm gonna head off. Have a good one.
Alright, see ya, scripted.
We're also gonna add the Falcon Heavy with a Mickey livery.
Oh yeah. When's the release again? It'll be 6 PM Central, 7 PM Eastern, or unless otherwise stated by Bryce, because he does not have the most time currently. Interesting idea, Nick. What is the starter amount of money when you have when you first join? You will have 30,000. Will Disney Adventure come? We currently have that being contracted by another person, but I can't say that it will or won't happen. We'll just see. We'll get there when we get there.
Depends on. Yeah, it depends on when he does it. He was saying before release, but at this point, no.
Yeah. Ships are in the
It's
billions,
not
I
even
guess.
close.
No, there's no ships in the billions. I don't think we have. No, we have no ships over 1 million.
In the millions? Yeah, no, not yet. 500,000. Maybe Oasis.
Yeah, Oasis will probably reach it, or maybe. I think it'd be like around 700.
Yeah, I think we should set. We'd probably set Oasis to 1 million, just to have $1 million ship.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Right, I gotta go.
All right. Yeah, no ships over 1 million. We believe that new players would be overwhelmed by big numbers, so we set the ships to their gross. We set the ship's price to their gross tonnage and multiply that by 3.5, and that eliminates the scare of big numbers. Grand class, I think it's like 380,000 or something like that. I'm making my own cruise ship game. Any tips on how to model ships? I would say learn Blender. If you aren't experienced in Studio yet, then Blender will come easier for you. But Blender, you'll have more optimized models and more precise modeling. What do y'all make your ships in? Some ships are made in Blender, others Roblox Studio, but most of them are a mix of the two. For the Titanic, will they model Britannic as a skin? Probably. Alright, see ya, Austin. Thanks for tagging along. Will Magnifica be added? I'm sure it will be made someday, but right now, it's just not planned. Maybe in the next cycle, you'll see it. Whenever I try transporting my models from Blender to Roblox, it's over the triangle limit. I can't really help with that because I'm not a Blender guy, but if you tag XY in Discord, he might be able to give you a quick explanation to help you out. How many ships will be in the new game? Let me check Trello. We currently have 8 in game. Maybe more. There might be some that's not on the Trello. For Oasis V2, we'll have the lounge on the bridge. I don't know if we're doing the amplification livery for Oasis. Maybe, maybe not. But right now, I think we were pretty set on Symphony. Will there be a tide? No, there will not. Are there big waves in CSS? No, it's pretty standard all around right now, but when we have weather, it will... Weather and the wave updates, which will make waves a little better. I'm sure that you will see some pretty large waves. See how much this is. 101,000, not bad. Alright, and let me spawn that's nomadic. This is what it looks like. The smallest ship in game. Yeah, I'll show you the ship prices actually. So down here, this would be free if you are a booster. This is just shy of $5,000. And this is free because it's a starter. Empress is free because it's the alpha. Staten Dam would be just shy of 200,000. Vision 262,000. Grand Class 388,000. So I was almost on the money for that. Magic Class 291. It's a little out of order. Oh, it's all out of order. What the heck? Okay, United States Class is 186,000. Vista is a 465,000. Breakaway 577,000. They'll get is 245, and this does not apply. With a lane break in CSS, it'd be cool if it breaks after repair it in dry docks. What do you mean by that? Would we expect Oasis in the next update or upcoming updates? Yes, you should expect it soon. You should make it so it plays It's a Small World Disney horn instead of when finishing loadings instead of a small toots. So if you spawn a Disney ship, I'm pretty sure it does play one of the musical horns, but any other ship is just those little toots. And you can toggle the lights down here or by pressing L. If you have the Ocean Liner Pass, I believe you do have to. Actually, probably not. Logically, it doesn't make sense to have to buy it with cash, but I don't have the Game Pass. I don't have any Game Pass, for that matter, so I can't tell you. Are there dry docks? No, they are not dry docks. We do not have dry docks. Will there be an itinerary system like CSS? No. So you actually dock and just press load passengers, and you can sail to any port that you like and unload them at any port that you like, just to make it easier for new players. Will there be fleets? Oh, hi, Lucky. I don't think we don't have fleets planned right now. Maybe we do, but fleets would be coming, depending on if Bryce wants to make it or not. Y'all should make a truck or ship game. Truck games, I mean, that's a pretty dominated market by, you know, SCS software, but not so much on Roblox. Ship game, I don't know, man. I don't think we can do a ship game. I'm coping waiting for CSS. Any ships? Any tips? Watch a movie. Hang out with family. Sleep, you know. Trooper would be in the game. That is not planned right now. Oh yeah, you can also play CLS 2. Or CLS Classic. Whatever your heart desires. Could the SS Atlantic with toggleable sails be added? If XY wants to make something like that, probably, but as of now, that is not planned. Can you show us the starter ship? Yes, I can. One moment, after this spawns. I don't have it here. Of course. What's your favorite ship to do an itinerary with in CSS? Probably Triton class, but I'm not going to show that on stream because that's false advertising. Yeah, this is the starter ship. Nick, that port is not planned to be in game right now, but in the far future, maybe. How long does it take to get the next ship after using the starter ship? I believe it is less than 9 hours or something like that. Bryce did say that he buffed the income on this ship and Impress, so you may find it a little easier. Southampton, not planned right now, but it will make an appearance. Queenstown, same thing. Course shipping. Is it worth buying the Ocean Liner Game Pass? I would say yes, because you get the USS, United States, not the USS, but you get the United States, and it's very fast. Makes a fair bit of money, and it's cool. So is that new class? Can you do an itinerary, please? So I can't really do another itinerary. I'm gonna leave the creativeness up to you guys, and I'm gonna hop off after this and go chill for the rest of my night. You know, chill out with friends, play some Fortnite maybe. But yeah, I'll leave that up to you guys tomorrow. What are the Captain Game Pass? The Elite Captain Game Pass is very nice. I don't have it myself, but based off the perks, it's very nice, very worth it. Will the Triton ever become a Game Pass? Not the current model, because it's the CLS2 model updated, and people would cry scammers. How much is the Norwegian ship? I believe it is. Let me see. Breakaway class is 577,000. You cannot walk around on ships. Why do you make Game Passes so expensive? Well, Bryce is in college, or Bryce is getting ready to go to college, and he needs a way to pay for that. And we also all do have responsibilities. We pay our own taxes, so we've got to make an income. We don't spend all this time doing this for free, so, or for a very low price. It's a pretty small player base too, so gotta counteract that some way. And the ships are sold in packs now for a lower price than one ship as a Game Pass in CLS2. So I would consider that a win for myself. I'm not sure about the rest of y'all, but how much money do you start with? 30,000. We need more content creators to drive players to the game. That's true. We also do need more ideas, because time lapses, they're a little boring. That's why I haven't really been posting on YouTube. Where's the main port going to be? There is no main port. You can spawn at any port, any dock that you want, and go to anywhere and unload passengers. How can you become a tester? I believe we actually disbanded testing, the whole department. So probably can't do that anymore. But when moderation applications get when those get released, you'll be able to apply for that, and then that'll grant you access to the testing server. But do not apply specifically for perks. Do remember that you do have to do jobs. You do have to do work. So what's the best non-Game Pass ship for alpha release? I'm not really sure, but in terms of modeling, ooh, that's difficult. All these ships are equally as good, except for maybe Impress class, but we don't talk about that. What's the best ship? Probably United States or Belgetis because of their speed. And Prima class, we do have a model, but it's got a little bit of issues with it, so probably not. How do you get so good at ship modeling? With experience, my man. Can you show us the Belgetis? Yes, I can. Any plans to add more ports in the future? Yes, we do plan to add a couple more to this region before we move on to the next. And how many players are allowed in one server? There's 30. This is the Belgetis. Very ugly ship. Tips to fall asleep faster. Do push-ups to failure. And then try again. Do ships have collision? No, there is no collisions. Will Freedom get added? We do have Freedom, the OG variant, planning to be added. Is Norwegian Dawn class coming to the game? It's not planned right now, but maybe in the next cycle you'll see it. In the MED, will you have to teleport, or can you sail across the MED? You will have to sail. Yeah, I think that's enough for the night. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in game when it releases tomorrow. You can also tag me in general. Just let the moderators know that you have a question, or like in Q&A. Actually, just ask them in Q&A. Yeah, and you have to tag. You don't have to tag me there. You don't have to worry about moderators. So just ask a bunch of questions in Q&A. And our team will be happy to help you. And yeah, we'll see ya. We'll see you tomorrow in game. So thank you for tagging along. Yeah. See ya, y'all. Good night. Merry Christmas.